if the only documentation is metastatic breast, how can I code it like a secondary, or do I code it as a secondary or a primary site? Well, it's very easy to get confused, like I said, but you have two options with it just saying metastatic breast. You could go with C50919, malignant neoplasm of unspecified site of unspecified breast. You know, that is an option, but a better and the best option is C79.81, secondary malignant neoplasm of the breast. And I'm going to now explain why that's the best choice. There's a coding note that I found that really worded it well, so I took it from that site and I bookmarked it, or not bookmarked, footnoted it there. When neoplasms are malignant, you get to review the provider documentation to identify the primary site and any secondary, and notice they put in brackets here, metastatic sites. All right. Look for documentation that identifies the spread from to the primary site to, okay, the secondary site. The reason this really popped for me is because they said secondary metastatic site. All right. Now let's look into this a little bit more. Again, the footnote on there is a great site. So who's scrolling down for me? Nobody? Anybody? Oh, somebody. I see somebody moving. That site will be in the replay club, and you can bookmark that site. The ICD-10online.com was fantastic. So as we scroll down, here's a couple other things that I found on this website that again really, really popped for us. What is metastatic cancer? Now, you know, as you're coding, you learn this very quickly because you're tested on it, right? It's one of the things that is covered frequently. However, the lingo and the verbiage, sometimes you get kind of confused because they're throwing all this stuff at you. To metastasize is to move from one place to another. So we kind of already know that, right? We'll say that's something that's kind of easy to remember. But what if they say metastatic? Well, what is metastatic cancer? And they go on to tell us that metastatic cancer is a cancer that spreads from one place to another. So metastasis or metastasize, that's easy to remember. A tumor formed by metastatic cancer cells, so they're moving, right, is called metastatic tumor or metastasis. Now, when the process in which the cancer cells spread to other body parts of the body is called metastasis, or several people say it different ways. But metastatic cancer has the same name as the same type of cancer cells as the original or primary cancer. Now, as we scroll down just a little bit more, here's the key. I bolded it for us. For example, breast cancer that spreads to the lung and forms a metastatic tumor is metastatic breast cancer, not lung cancer, right? That throws people, right? And the way they know this, see if we know the behind the scenes, when they actually look at the cells, they go in, they look at the cells stay the same. So if it's breast cancer cells, so cells that went haywire, right, no longer are doing what they're supposed to be doing for whatever reason, and it goes into the lung, it's breast cancer cells in the lung. See, that's how they know that the lung is the secondary site, right? So what happens when you say metastatic cancer cells and the cells of the original cancer usually have some features that are the same, right? Now we're going to scroll down just a little bit more. Okay, and that was off of cancer.gov. Fantastic information there.
Do you need more medical certification training? Go to www.cco.us. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel for updates.